Hey guys, so I am back. I just filmed my lip roulette, my lip roulette update, I guess, around round two. I don't know what I'm gonna name it, but I just filmed that, so you'll see swatches. But I'm planning to do three other projects. So far I've only kind of really started doing two of them. But the third one is kind of one that I want to do, but I haven't really chosen products for it, or I haven't even decided if I want to do it, just because so far I feel like I have a lot of products on my plate. I have 1 Month 1 palette, and I have the lip roulette, but like those are not, in my opinion, they're not like things that I'm like, oh, like they're really like project pans. Like they're types of project pans, but they're not project pans where I'm like, I have to like pan it or finish it. It's just kind of like a try it out kind of series where I focus on using different products in my collection. So although the only real project pan I have is my team project pan, that has 30 products in it, and on top of that I'm already focusing on 5 lip products consistently, plus the lip products in my team project pan, and then I also am focusing on my palettes. So I didn't want to kind of overwhelm myself with too many projects, so I decided on 2 different projects. So I decided on the project 10 uses and a project roulette. So I'll start off talking a little bit about both of them, and then I'll just get into it. So the project 10 uses is kind of inspired off of a project that's going on right now. I think it's called the Love Me Not project pan. I'm not sure. I'll leave a link down below to one of the girls that's doing it. But it's kind of inspired off of that, where I basically am choosing 10 products, whether they're makeup, fragrance, or nail polish. And I have so makeup, fragrance, and nail polish, I have that entire collection in like an Excel spreadsheet, and then I'm just gonna randomize a product within my collection to use 10 times. So in that spreadsheet are products that are not currently in any project pans, products that are not currently in my lip roulette. So things that I've chosen to keep, like how I've chosen to keep the NARS Tolide, I can put that into the spreadsheet, but I'm not going to choose something that I haven't even done in my lip roulette. I'm also not allowed to choose any of the palettes that I haven't touched yet in my collection for my 1 Month 1 palette. So I'm able to touch palettes that I've already finished, not finished, but like palettes that I've already gone through. So like I can do the ABH Modern Renaissance because I did that in January, or I can touch the what palette is it? What is it even called? I can't remember. Hold on. The Give It To Me Straight by ColourPop, because I did that last month. And it'll be like one eyeshadow a palette. So once I pull a palette, I'll pull a shadow from that palette. And so, yeah, those are my rules. I decided not to do skincare because I basically use almost everything that I have that's in my skincare section. Like I don't necessarily like neglect anything. Like I don't consistently use the same primers every night because I do like rotate my skincare, but I don't kind of just like have stuff sitting there either, unless they are deluxe size products or samples. But I feel like using a deluxe size product 10 times is a little bit pointless because it's a deluxe size item. I could use it 10 times. Maybe there's only like 2 or 3 uses left in it. So there's no point in using something 10 times and then just keeping it around for no reason. So I didn't want to include like skincare in there just because I use my skincare pretty well. Like there's nothing that just kind of sits there. Unlike in my makeup collection, there's some stuff that just sits there, especially when I'm doing like my project pans. Like my other bronzers just sit there because I'm trying to focus on one and use one up. Whereas with skincare, I do rotate basically every night what I really use on my face, other than like the general stuff. So I didn't really want to put skincare in here, and I just felt like skincare samples or deluxe size items just weren't worth using 10 times, because it could be possible that, you know, I could use half of it, but then I'll just let the other half sit there, so there's no point in putting it in, if that makes sense. So anyways, that was my explanation. So that's the project 10 uses, and I will be constantly rolling in products once I finish one. So I'll always have 10 products in this project at a time. So yeah. Then I have the project roulette. So the project roulette is going to be, it's a roulette style project, as you guys know, and it's going to be based off of any prompts. So I have a list of prompts that I took inspiration from and that I created on my own. I added my own categories, and it's any product. It could be beauty, it could be, it could be like hair, makeup, fragrance, nails, and skincare, just because I feel like with this one, the project roulette, my goals will be to either like pan something or to use it up or to use it halfway. So I know that like with this project, if I wanted to choose a deluxe size skincare item, then I know that I'll be using it up basically, rather than just kind of leaving it sitting there for like however much longer. So with this one, I will have 5 products in the project, but I think I'll do like rounds of it, kind of similar to the girls who do the project pan roulette, but they do it in the rounds. I forget I think it's Rebecca and Alexi. I'll also link them down below, but I'll do it in rounds. I'll do 5 items at a time. So rather than continually having 5 products in consistently and just rolling in items, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 5 items, use those 5 items up completely, and then put another 5. I don't know. You know what? I might actually, you know what? I think I will probably do it rolling style, just because if I choose something that'll take me like 3 months, I don't want to just work on the one product for 3 months and then just have other products kind of sitting there. I don't know. I think I'll have to see. I'll just start off for now, because the items that I have are pretty easy to use up. Like, they're not, well, one of them might actually take, one of them's definitely going to take me 3 months probably. But the rest of them, not so much. I don't know. Maybe I'll make it so that every, like, 2 products that I finish, I'll roll in another 2. So rather than, like, rolling in a product every time I finish an item, I'll roll in a product every time I finish, I'll roll in products every time I finish 2 products, so it just doesn't feel like I'm all the time overwhelmed. Right? I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I'll tell you guys what I think about it next update or something. But so project 10 uses. I have already done this, so sorry that I didn't do it with you on camera, but it's hard because I use my phone to film and I use the randomizer app on my phone, so sorry. But I'll tell you what the products are that I have chosen. There are 10 products. So the first product is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. That is this one. I love it. I've already used it twice now. This is project 10 uses. I started this like the beginning of this week and I've used it twice now. Love. My skin has been so dry lately because I started using Retin A. It's been so flaky, and this has just made my skin look so nice, healthy, and dewy. It has been great. Doesn't break me out. Love it. So I've used this one twice now, so only 8 more times to go. I do think this is definitely a product that I would definitely pan and might even repurchase in a full size. I really, really do love this. So this is exciting for me that I pulled this one. Then I pulled the Urban Decay Single Shadow in the color Naked. This is just an empty ColourPop magnetic palette, but this is Urban Decay Naked from the Naked palette, but it's just their single shadow version in it. And I have to use it 10 times. I've already used it once. Let me just swatch it for you. So I swatched it right here. It's just a cool toned kind of transition, or even like a lighter crease color if I'm going for something more light-handed, something a bit more natural. That's a good crease color to go for. but it's also just a good transition color as well. So that is that one, and I've already used it once. Then I have ColourPop's Supernova Shadow in the color Rush Hour, and I've also already used this once. And this is a really pretty kind of like golden champagne color, as you can see. It's not super gold, but it's not bronze either. It's just like kind of like a gold champagne. It's really pretty, and it reflects light really well. So that is that one. Then I have the NYX Precision Brow Pencil. So this is what I used to use before I started using the product I use now. I just find that like I have an issue with my eyebrows like rubbing off. Like, I know that's such a weird thing to like say, but it's so true. Like, if I am like laying on my side, like on a bed, and I'm like cuddling with my boyfriend, like this part of my eyebrow will just like rub off and it'll just look so weird. So yeah, ugh, the lighting is weird. Woo. Hello? Okay, anyways, so yeah, that is this color. Oh, and the color that I have it in is black. So that is this one. So I'll have to find like ways to use this. I've already used it once and I didn't love it, so I don't know. I think I'm definitely like into the way I do my eyebrows now, that thinking of doing it any differently is kind of like weird, you know? So I don't know. Okay, so then I have ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Glisten, which is from the Kathleen Lights collection. I don't remember what it's called, but it was the most recent like collection that she did. And this is kind of like a peachy coral with some kind of pink shimmer to it. It's really pretty, kind of a nice natural lid color. I think it would look great with just some brown in the crease and just kind of blend it out. So that's really pretty. And I'm kind of glad I got a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow, just because I think they're so stunning. I really do love them. So that is that one. Then I have the Balm's In-Stain Blush in the color Toile, and this is the color here. It's just a kind of bright, almost corally pink. It looks really red on camera for some reason. I don't know why it looks so red. Yeah, I can't say why it looks so red, but that is that. It's just a really nice bright color. I do find that you can even see, but it has a bit of hard pan. I've used it once already, and it kind of hits hard pan. It's just a really bright, kind of corally pink color. That's that color right there. I do really like it, and I think it blends well. The formula is pretty good. The color's really nice. But again, like, I will say that, I don't know, the hard pan. And I also feel like this project will also have me reacquainted with my products, because it'll definitely get me to think about kind of if I like a product, if I like it enough to actually use it up after using it 10 times. Okay, then I have the last 4 products are 2 nail polishes and 2 fragrances. So the first nail polish is the Ciate Shady Lady, which is this kind of gunmetal color. I actually really think this color is pretty. It's not a color that I would really like reach for or wear on an everyday basis, but I think it's so stunning, and I really do like this color on my toes, and I think I'll try it out on my nails. And then this is a nail polish from Etude House in the color 24, and it's kind of like a deep brick red almost, or like a, yeah, it's like a, or like a deep wine red, kind of like a really deep burgundy, but it's definitely not too purple. It is quite pretty. I feel like I used to love colors like this, like deep reds, kind of vampy reds. It used to be my thing, but I don't know. I'm the kind of person, I like really like nude polishes now and more natural kind of colors. I do obviously like my fun glitters and I like my fun pops of colors from time to time, but definitely dark reds and like winey kind of blood colors have definitely moved out of my comfort zone a little. So it'll definitely be interesting to try this 10 times. I might even put it on my toes a little. I also just know that like my boyfriend doesn't love like colors that aren't like natural or light, like baby colors, which is like, I know, a weird thing, but like I don't know, like I feel like I don't know. It's just knowing that like I don't love that kind of color anymore on me, and knowing that like my boyfriend doesn't like it either. Not that he would just like, not saying that he'd be like, ew, like disgusting, because he doesn't really care. Like he would let me wear whatever I wanted to wear. Like he's just like, whatever you want, like whatever you like, whatever makes you happy, which is sweet. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, I know it's not his preference, so I know that he's not like, ooh, pretty nail polish, you know? Anyways, that was a ramble. I didn't want to make it sound like my boyfriend was like, you can't wear that nail polish, because it's not at all what he does. It's just like, I know it's something that he's not like pretty. Whereas if I show him like nail polish like this baby sheer pink, he'd be like, oh, that's so pretty. Like, you know what I mean? Anyways, so then I have the one perfume I have is this Coach collection. It's like the Coach Signature, and this is the summer edition. I don't know if this is like specific to a year or whatever, but I got this as a gift, and it smells like honeysuckle. It's pretty. It's like a honeysuckle floral scent, so it'll be great for spring. So I could definitely use it 10 times, since spring is coming up very soon. And then I have the My Burberry blush. And this, again, 10 times. This is like one of the newest perfumes in my collection. And it's quite floral, kind of soft, a little green, very appropriate for everyday wear as well as office, excuse me, office wear. That literally made me sneeze. But yeah. It's a soft scent, but it's very strong. Like, the scent itself is soft, but it throws a punch for some reason. Yeah. So this will be interesting. I don't know how much I love it, but I mean, that's also why I got a little mini size of it, to test it out and see if I really liked it. Definitely off of just like first impressions and trying it out once, I did quite like it. I feel like it gets a lot sweeter on me. It's not as floral heavy, and it gets a bit warmer on my personal skin, but I don't know if I would love it enough to purchase it in a full size. Like, I feel like I would enjoy it while I have this one, but we'll see. After I use it 10 times, we'll know for sure. So I think that this specific kind of project is really great, the Project 10 uses, because it kind of reacquaints me with my entire collection, and it'll also help me declutter, because the Team Project Pan, it helps me get through products. The 1 month 1 palette lets me focus on particular palettes and not just kind of use the ones I like. And it also gets me excited about eyeshadow and gets me using eyeshadow more, as I don't really use eyeshadow that often. The lip roulette also, it does also help me like declutter, but it declutters specifically lip products. And so the Project 10 uses is really nice because it's kind of similar, but with everything other than lip products, basically. So I really get acquainted with whether or not I like something, whether it's new or old. I can see if it performs like it used to, if it's a product that I used to love, whether it's something that's new and I really haven't given my full attention to and I realize I don't love it, or if it's, you know, something that I thought I wouldn't love, but I end up loving, or something that I thought I loved and I ended up realizing it's not that great. So I think it's just a great way to decide whether or not I want to keep something in my collection or get rid of it. And I feel like 10 uses, although it's not a large amount of time of understanding and knowing a product, it is kind of enough time to recognize if it's something that I like enough to keep in my collection after 10 uses, because after 10 uses you can really see how that product performs and how you feel about it, I guess. And so the Project Roulette, again, 5 categories, and I've already pulled them. So the 5 categories I have are a product you haven't used in a while, a product of your choice, a product you've used up before, a deluxe size item, and a mask. So those are the 5 categories, and the numbers I pulled were 11, 12, 25, 69, 75 in that order of the collection. Like, that's not how the way I pulled it, but I just organize it from smallest to biggest number. It just helps me organize that way. So yeah, so I've already picked my 5 items, so I will show you them now. So the first thing is a product you haven't used in a while is this one. This is the Sephora lip gloss, gel, I don't know. But it's the one that looks like this. And this is in the color 01 Totally Lucid, which is just their clear gloss. It's a little bit not clear after using it a little bit. Sometimes I have like lip stains on, or I'll put it on instead of like reapplying my lip gloss if my lips have stained from like a previous lipstick or what have you. It hasn't fully settled. As you can see, there's still kind of product sitting on the top and sitting on the sides, but it's definitely, I would definitely say it's more than halfway done, if you could see that. So I definitely think that when it fully settles, I'll mark it. But this is a product I haven't used in a while because I've been focusing on my lip glosses that are in my Team Project pan, as well as I just haven't really been reaching for this one. It was actually sitting in one of my work bags, but I ended up going on leave to focus on school for about 2 to 3 months, so I really didn't go into that bag. So for about 3 months, this lip gloss has just kind of been sitting in the work bag. So I finally kind of pulled all the lip products out of there, and I found this one, and I do really like it, and it's more than halfway done. It's a clear lip gloss. It can literally go over anything. It's a good formula. It is not sticky. It doesn't have a smell. There's no kind of like minty or tingly. It's just a really basic clear gloss, but it is quite shiny and it's pretty moisturizing. I will say that it's not super sticky though, so you do need to reapply it quite a bit, which is kind of why it's pretty down low. So I thought that this would be a good one to put in because I'm about to finish one of my lip glosses in my Team Project pan, which means I only have one more. And then once I finish that one, I can really focus in on this one too. So this is, I feel like, a good one. And I do like this product a lot, so I'll be able to finish this one. And then the next product is a product of your choice. So for the product of my choice, I chose the Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer. This one's definitely more of a gimme. As you can see, it's like basically finished. This is my everyday primer. I love this primer. I use it every single day that I do makeup. I love this, and this will probably last me I would say a month, maybe less, but I definitely think for sure a month, because once it gets kind of down to this much, it gets quite thick, and then I end up cutting it, and there's always so much in the corners, and because it gets so thick, because it's you know, there's more air in the tube, it gets thicker, and you end up needing to use a lot less. Whereas when it's really fresh, it's more like liquidy. It's not as like dry, kind of paste textured like this. I do like it more when it's paste textured, because it fills in your pores a lot better. But when it's more liquidy, you do tend to use a lot more, whereas when it's like this, you do tend to use a little less. So this will probably take me a month, I'm gonna guess, but this is a product that I chose because it's a gimme. I use it every time I use makeup, so it's definitely something that I will be able to finish up, and it's a product I love, so I'm not afraid of that product at all. Then a product you've used up before, I chose the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara in Very Black because the current mascara I'm using it's definitely getting drier. I'm using it's in my Team Project pan. It is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, and it is starting to kind of get quite dry. And I've had it open for about 2 months now, so it's definitely getting to its kind of end. It's getting to its demise because the formula itself is quite thick already, that it's just getting even thicker now that I use it so often. So this is the one I'm gonna open and start when I finish that one. This has been my holy grail mascara since high school. I have loved this. I do really love the Lash Paradise. I do find that the Lash Paradise is a bit thicker, which I do quite like, but because it's thicker, it dries out much faster. This one starts out very liquidy, gets a lot thicker, so even though it's the Lash Blast volume, it starts off more lengthening and then moves into volume when it gets a bit drier around the 2nd month. So this one will last me a lot longer. It's also cheaper, and I do really like it. I might try and switch the brushes just because I actually really love the brush head of the Lash Blast volume. So I'll see if I can like clean that one out and shove it in here. We'll see though. But yeah, this is one of my favorite mascaras, and it's something that I've used up for years of my life, so love that. Then I have a deluxe size item. Most of my deluxe size items are excuse me, snifflies. Most of my deluxe size items are skincare. Any other kind of deluxe size items I have are kind of hair care, or they're makeup. But if they are makeup, they're like primers. They're specifically primers, which is so weird. I don't know, but I didn't want to choose a prime. I wanted to choose like a beauty item, but I felt like if I chose a primer, it would take me like 5 years, because I already have 2 primers in my Team Project pan. I have a primer in my Project 10 Uses, and then I obviously have a primer right now. I already chose one, so I didn't want to choose another primer. And I didn't want to do a hair product just because I didn't want to. I can't really focus on hair products right now. Like I said, I'm in the end of my school year. I'm not really trying to sit here and work on my hair every day. So I thought something simple and easy would be a skincare sample or deluxe size skincare item, and that's where most of my deluxe size items are. Like I have so many deluxe skin size samples because there's so many like skincare deluxe samples. When you get like point perks or gift with purchases, they often tend to be like skincare stuff. So I decided to go with something easy that I could use every day and really use up, and this is the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. So I have never used this, but it seems interesting looking at the ingredients and seems pretty good. There's nothing really in it that I feel like could harm my skin or make it bad or anything. And it says for all skin types, rich in amino acids, and I know that Fresh is like a pretty decent company, so I thought this would be a decent one to try and use. And then lastly, I have a mask, and this is a tiny little mask. This is the Kiehl's Rare Earth Deep Pore Cleansing Mask, and it's like a little, this is, hold on, how much is it? This is, I want to know the amount. It is 0.5 fluid ounces. It is 14 milliliters of product. That's what it looks like. I have not used it once yet. It came in like a Kiehl's gift set. I'm not huge on Kiehl's skincare. I tried it before. It doesn't work for me, but I'm pretty okay with their masks, and they're like, I love their body lotions. Well, I said that so weird. I love their body lotions, but their masks are okay. I really do like their turmeric and cranberry seed mask, I think it is. I don't know. It's the turmeric one. I have the full size. This one is just like a little mini, and although I chose like a little mini one, I feel like this one will take me a bit of a while to get through it, just because I have like, I always on rotation have 6 masks, and so this is definitely going to take me a while to get through. So don't worry, it's not going to be like, it's definitely more of a gimme because it's a smaller product. This is a deluxe size sample, but it's not going to be like, oh, I finished it and like the next update, because I don't think I will. Just because I have so many face masks, and I didn't want to choose like a full-size one just because I already use it every day. I wanted to choose something that I have never used or don't use often, so I can focus on it. And I do use like most of my full-size masks like probably once every 2 weeks at least, so I wanted to use something that I haven't really focused on or haven't really used, and I saw this one and I was like, that's perfect, because I've never used it, so this will give me a chance to see how I feel about it, see if I like it, and form an opinion on it. So the Project Roulette is kind of another form of a kind of a completion project pan, similar to my team project pan, but it's a little bit different in the sense that it's based off of prompts, so it's a little more fun. It's not kind of like I just sit there and can really, even though I get to choose the products, it's not like I really have full autonomy, because it is based off of a specific prompt that I pull from a list, rather than kind of me going into my collection and going like, I want to use that product, you know? So yeah, that is everything that I wanted to, those are the 2 new projects that I'm starting. So I will do probably 1 month updates for both of them. And for the 10 Project 10 uses, if I use up a product, so like if I hit the 10 product mark, I'll roll something in off camera, and then I'll just update you on it on camera, just because I don't want to have to wait for every update to roll something in, because I feel like that's just like redundant. It just feels like I'm like waiting out time. That would be different if I was doing like the Team Project Pan, because I'm waiting for the update to kind of change stuff up, but I probably won't, other than the Project 10 uses, I probably won't rotate stuff in until an update. So like for the Project Roulette, I will wait for an update before I roll in a different product. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed that video, and I hope you guys can believe in me, because I am literally doing 5 projects right now, and the other project that I was thinking of doing is Project Mini, which is where I only focus on samples and deluxe size products. But I felt like I need to chill, because I already have enough products that I'm trying to use up, so I need to calm down. And I don't know what's on my finger, but there's something on my finger. Anyways, I will see you guys in my next video, my next update. Probably going to be a lip roulette, because that's done like next week. So yeah. Also, it is literally March 14, March 15. I don't remember what date it is, but I have not uploaded my February update yet, so I'll do that now. So some of these videos are going to be really back to back. There's not really going to be a lot of time between some of these videos, like the initial lip roulette intro, but I hope you guys understand. I've been so busy with school, so haven't really had time to focus on putting time into this channel or updating you guys, but I'll definitely get better at that once I graduate, which is end of March. So yeah, bye guys.